I'm Rob Bell, and I'm passionate about finding out how stuff works. From major landmarks to mode of transport, just what are the behind-the-scenes secrets that keep us entertained and keep us on the move? Well, I'm on a mission to find out. This is the latest addition to London's vast transport network and the UK's first urban cable car, the Emirates Air Line. It links the O2 Arena here on the Greenwich Peninsula over to the Excel Centre on the North Shore of the Thames. Cable cars, aerial tramways, ropeways, whatever you want to call them, most of these operate in the same way. Two tension cables support the cars and allow them to roll along, whilst a third looped cable actually pulls them. But this one doesn't work that way. This is a monocable detachable gondola, or MDG for short. That means it's got just one cable that provides both the support and the propulsion. Detachable means that the gondolas actually detach from the cables. They come into the stations on either end, and they'll reattach themselves before they head off on out to the north side of the river. And the cable itself, you can see going around the wheel, is made up of nearly 300 individual strands of steel, all twisted and wound together to form one super strong cable. That was lifted into place using a 12-ton winch. The big red wheel that the cable goes round is actually mounted on a carriage, which can slide up and down the two metal pistons. That allows them to vary the tension in the cable depending on how many people are on board or if there are adverse weather conditions. Very simple, but really clever stuff.
Someone who knows all about how this works is Danny Price, the head of Emirates Air Line for Transport for London.
The drive cable that's actually holding us up is about 2,400 metres long, which gives us a distance of 1,200 in terms of the journey distance.
So how many pylons are there along the crossing?
There's 3 main towers, and the highest point is 90 metres.
Yeah, we're crucially dependent on these pylons. They've got quite a funky design, really, the kind of helix shape. Is there any reason to that?
It's mainly to ensure that it's aesthetically pleasing, really. If you see these cable car systems elsewhere, particularly in ski lifts, you find that they're probably more of a sort of a basic design, but we felt it was very important that anything that was going to be part of London's skyline that has a certain design to it that's in keeping with the area.
And how fast does it go when it's, well, I was going to say up at top speed, it's always going at the same speed?
It's 4 metres per second is our sort of average speed.
OK.
It allows us to have a 5-minute crossing, but we do have a leisure time, which allows us for a 10-minute crossing, which is, you know, it's just come about through the passenger's request. Probably the only form of transport in London, I imagine, where passengers actually want a longer journey to actually enjoy the spectacular views of London. And
from an engineering perspective, is it quite an efficient mode of transport?
It is. Its core use has been largely taking people up mountains in Austria and France, where it's a predominantly quite a key part of transport in those countries. It does allow us to move over 2,000 people in each direction. So, as well as offering a fantastic experience, it is a really sort of viable transport link.
Now, I'm aware this may sound a little bit dorky, but I used to work on lifts like this in a ski resort for a year. And speaking as an engineer, I find them quite a beautiful piece of alternative transport and something I'm really proud now to have in my home city, London.